Namaste, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Rising, and Mars signed people. Jump right in with your reading. Okay. You've got 2 10s coming up right away. I'm feeling like this is a month of independence for you, in some way, shape, or form, gaining more independence, probably finding maybe even leadership skills coming into play. There's also a synchronicity and secret code here with your air, the element air, and the element water, and how y'all are working with them. So here is the card that came up for your current self in the month of February. It's called Rebirth. It's the 10 of Clouds in this deck. The theme of the month for you, 10 of Water, harmony, and this is happiness. This is emotional fulfillment. This is happiness, bliss, healthy third eye, heart eye, synchronization, in working together in harmony. Let's pull some more cards. Okay. Surrounded by gorgeous energies, sandwiched in by gorgeous energies here. You have Major Arcana card number 20, Beyond Illusion. You see that okay? Here we go. Spirit animals, spirit guides, cat, totems, pets, animals in the living, maybe as well, for some of you. I remember doing your new moon reading, not your specific one, obviously, but the Sagittarius new moon we had not so long ago. And when I did that, I definitely thought about how Sagittarius, the way I resonate with the 9th house energy and the energy of Sagittarius is very much through spirit guides and animal spirit guides in particular. Y'all sort of are like the wild woodsman, to an extent. I mean, we have Pan and Capricorn after you, but you're also centaur or something, right? I don't know. Anyhow, Beyond Illusion, key goal. I'm gonna clear my throat, so if you have your volume really loud, just turn it down for a moment for me, please. Thank you, and I'm sorry to be so brash and scare anybody away. It is my New Year's resolution to at least warn you before I clear my throat or cough so that you can turn your volume down. And I may be drinking a little bit too much coffee at the moment, in all honesty. And that's actually going to bring up and demonstrate something here, right? Your perception and your relationship to reality and what reality is based a lot on the quality of your consciousness and your awareness and your focus, right? So beyond illusions moving away out of the forefront, and you being able to actualize certain daydreams and desires, fantasies, I think, as well, visions of yours. But this is also, 20 major arcana. This is not mundane day-to-day stuff. This is higher octave. This is higher life lessons that I think usually, there's a longer cycle to them, I guess is what I'm trying to say, than with the minor arcana. So we have projections following this card. This is the card for the obstacle to overcome. This again is your illusions, delusions, taking what's internal and projecting it into your external world and learning from it that way. There's an evolution and an integration, sort of a soul upgrade, I think, coming about with the newness of the year, and particularly with your sign in this month of February, in this reading at the moment. The major accomplishment card is this gorgeous rainbow energy, maturity we have here. I think this is maybe the Ace of Rainbows, but I've actually forgotten the, could be the Queen. I think it's the Ace, though. So, apologies to anyone whom that bothers, but I think you can see with the art here, and that's really the big picture with the cards anyway, is what you can pick up and focus and see with the art sometimes. And this is Venus, the energy of Venus, or even Aphrodite, in a in a very auspicious placement, perhaps. This is this is cultivating and becoming a master, becoming an inner master of oneself, especially of one's feminine energy. Not letting these negative, sort of internal, aka feminine, things control you. And of course there's an element here of acceptance and patience and these major arcana sort of life lessons that we're always continuously learning more and more about. It's coming to a level of mastery with it, and that is really something to be proud of. It is something to be proud of. This can also have to do with success in finances, success in acquiring more abundance, more resources, better health. Okay. And becoming more grounded or connected with Earth. Sag. We have what to avoid, what to embrace, and where to find support, as well as an advice and encouragement card up for you next. Okay. What to avoid. Getting too... What would that be? This is just such a weird card to have come up as what to... Okay. To think of it like the King of Cups. Could also be chasing it away, chasing after it, being too eager for some sort of life healing, some sort of major healing. Getting really close to the finish line and then getting like antsy for it. That would be something to avoid. It's okay, it's safe to relax yourself and be patient and allow it to come to you. It is coming to you. I do also feel, because of the card that came up beside it, that take a look at these cards. There's something very interesting about them. They're both opposites, right, in color or suit here with the fire and then the water. The triangles are both facing opposite directions as well. It's saying to avoid healing and to embrace sharing. Now, I'm not sure what that means. I really feel like that needs to be broken down more and would have to be covered in a personal reading. To embrace sharing is to share openly. Sometimes people feel like they don't have enough, or there's a lack, or for whatever reason they want to hoard things or keep things close to themselves. And sharing is an action of great energy and love that they're encouraging you to embrace. So it seems like you have something to share. The specifics again of that would be included in a personal reading, perhaps a little more in depth. Where to find support. Okay, 10 of Major Arcana, change. This could also be a Scorpio, in all honesty, or Scorpio in your chart. Advice and encouragement, consciousness. Okay. I think what this healing card is, this King of Water card is trying to force healing, getting emotional and trying to overly emotional and trying to force healing. The advice and encouragement is that the answers are within, you're a part of consciousness, so you can tap in to whatever you're trying to tap into and find your own answers. Essentially, it's a card of empowerment and enlightenment, and I of course associate with meditation and awareness. What is this, the Ace, I think? Some of the cards, it really benefits me to look at them when I'm reading. So the Ace, I think it is, of air, clouds. Yeah. It's a very, most of the sword suit, or the cloud suit, as it is with this deck, is sort of negative foot first. Like, you see the shadow side first, usually, looking at the card. And this card, it's the other way around. This is about perhaps starting to recognize things you've forgotten about yourself. Recognize yourself, and also things about the universe. It's a reawakening from some of you. But then it's just allowing yourself also, I think, to clear your mind, so healing can occur naturally. And then we had change, where to find support. This card also does suggest trying to relax and focus on simplicity and kind of go back to core center to recharge before you get into any details, and to stay within balance. But it also brings up, one of the few consistencies, so it seems, in the universe, which is change. It's the beginning and end of a new cycle simultaneously. So it's the winds of change. Finding support within the winds of change. Is that a message that resonated with someone? Anyone? We do also have the zodiac depicted here. So some sort of supportive change within the month of February, potentially, I think. Let's see what is in the beautiful Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck for you guys. Spirit, please bring us the best message for Sagittarius for February 2019. Okay. I had the feminine card fly. I'm going to read out of the booklet, but this can represent patience, reflection, solitude, meditation, inner guidance, intuition. Lady Goddess Revealed says, many witches prefer to use the title of lady when referring to the goddess as to encompass all that is from the one divine feminine source. You can, however, develop your own personal relationship with an individual goddess through intense personal work, experience, and focus. Traditionally, the goddess is seen as the triple goddess of maiden, mother, and crone. So, this is Wicca and some other pagan traditions. This book speaks from Wiccan perspective. So please take what resonates with you and leave whatever doesn't. The Witch's Foresight is the next passage. Here are listed some ways that this card may or may not manifest in your life. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Just because it's a potential way that this card can manifest doesn't mean that it will happen to you or for you, but it may. Okay. Acknowledge your femininity. Rebirth the goddess within. Wear long flowing robes or dresses. Dance, sing, paint, or draw. Allow your creative juices to flow. Be gentle with yourself and more receptive to others. Oh, wow, okay. So usually it's a mix between kind of like advice from spirit and potential ways that it'll manifest. This one was kind of all advice. It was kind of all. I'm more tired than I thought I was. Alright, guys. Which is wisdom. Whether you are female or male, each one of us holds both feminine and masculine energies within our makeup. Lady Goddess has been drawn, which indicates that you are struggling with an imbalance of those energies. You have given too much of yourself, finding it impossible to receive. It is so important to understand that it is the masculine that gives and the feminine that receives. So the next time someone offers you something, whether it's a gift, a compliment, or help, receive graciously. Working with the scent from fresh roses or natural rose essence, as well as rose quartz, will help heal your heart to open up to receptivity. This will enable you to harness the divine feminine within and align you with the harmony that you long for. Invoke Lady Goddess into your life as you willingly receive her gifts of love, peace, gentleness, beauty, purity, and compassion. Okay, guys, I'm not so sure why it's so important for you to remember that it's the feminine that does that and not the masculine, but perhaps for some people it is important to sort of categorize and group and distinguish it that way for their higher understanding. I'm not sure. At any rate, I do feel like for at least someone here, there's an energy here, a message of bringing in more of the feminine energy because you've been using the masculine energy to the point, and it's just time to like shift gears with February in order to be fair to yourself. So much love to you all. Happy February, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Take care and be well.